I'm not a nice or obedient person. When I feel attacked, I feel the urge to hit the opponent 10 times harder, mostly by using facts and my observation on that person. But my mother's mind is out of sense. Not only she believes that she's the only right one in our arguments, but she genuinely believes that she cannot be wrong about shit with that low self-esteem. Her personality is a clusterfuck that's almost painful to observe, so most of the time I try to stay outside and make her feel powerless over me, and also to not focus on her shit so much. Thing is, I can keep her out of my room, but I can't keep her out of this house. So sometimes I have to go out and ask her stuff, like where's some kitchen tools? And she somehow manages to speak in a way that reveals her thinking that she owns me. No matter what Eve done till now, I couldn't change that thought. I know it's smarter to just leave the idiot to be the idiot it is and move on. But I want to break her. I want to see her cry, I want to hurt her, I want to observe her as she shatters into million fucking pieces. But she's so out of sense that she basically won't accept any single thing, regardless of whether or not it's the truth, that would damage her authority over me, and accept the fucking truth that this is my life and not hers. How can I force her to accept this? Is her stupidity curable? Or will it be stuck on her skull until she dies? I basically want to win against her, making her realize that everything she believed about our relationship was wrong. As I said, I'm not a nice person. I wish I could move out and walk away, but that ain't happening until this September, so meanwhile, I just want to break her. Make her feel all the self-hatred and self-doubt and despair that she made me feel. And make her understand that she has been a terrible mother to me.
Well, I think it's pretty clear that you have an anger issue. You acknowledge that right at the beginning. It would make sense to talk about your anger with a therapist. Therapy does wonders for us. Even just feeling like someone hears us can diffuse a lot of frustration. Working on having compassion for others is important. Try to consider why your mother acts this way. You probably hope people will consider you as a whole, and it can benefit you to look for the reasons why others do what they do. Finding those causes makes their behavior more understandable. You seem quite wrapped up in this. Finding some perspective that your mother is her own person and you are separate may help. You don't have to engage with whatever she is doing or saying. Setting boundaries is related, but know that boundaries are about your behavior, not theirs. I don't like when you talk about X and won't engage with it. If I'm visiting and you bring up X, I will leave, but you actually have to do it, or that's just an empty threat. What you have been doing has not made your situation tolerable, so let's try doing something differently. Also, the desire to hurt others will end up hurting you most in the end. One misplaced word can make you lose a partner or close friend. Your goal here is to have a better relationship, whatever that shape will be. Hurting her won't move the relationship in any direction that will help. If you want some tips on how to talk to people who really trigger you, send me a DM.
You can have anger, it's the normal response to a perceived injustice. However, it's about how you communicate that matters. Sometimes we feel so powerless or unheard that yelling or saying things that hurts feels like the only way because it's built up so long, or no one will listen to me unless I'm mean and loud. Anger motivates us to make positive change, but it can get out of control and make a situation worse. You might want to look up assertive communication, aka nonviolent communication.
I mean this as respectfully as possible, but you definitely need therapy. I'm getting some cluster B vibes here, which it sounds like might stem from some kind of trauma. That will probably make relationships difficult for you in the long run if you don't try to seek some treatment and healing.